Hello everybody, here we are, and let's simply get started from here on. We will just simply work. First of all, let me check the status, and then we will start working on the project that we were working on. And apart from this particular thing, we were facing some of the issues. We weren't getting the state properly, like they were not being shown. So we will be fixing that error, and let's see how it's gonna be going on. So let's simply turn it off. Coming back to this. Alrighty, overall things are done. Coming back to this one. So ultimately the problem was this, that I'm not able to check the state. So when I click on this, I'm getting these only. So ultimately I'm not getting okay, the question is, why am I not getting sync actions? Now got it. So instance 2, instance this first one, next app, it doesn't really matter, but this is the instance 2 that I got, and that contains the info of the mic. Got it. Coming back to this one, 3. So ultimately all the values are false over here. If I click on this, it becomes true. Once it becomes true, so that simply means whenever this becomes true, at the time what I have to do, whenever it becomes true at that time, I have to re-render the page as well. That's right. So coming back to this, these things are fine, they are doing the job the right way. Simply setting this and all, so ultimately this works great. We are setting the camera, and what I want, whenever the value of the camera changes, at that time I am toggling it, and local stream is being set. So whenever the value of the camera changes, at that time the screen is going to be toggled, and at that time I'm toggling it as well. So re-rendering will not happen the right way, right? Yeah, that's right. So let me do it like this. Cut it from here. I'm just simply gonna be setting the camera, and similarly I'm gonna be setting the mic. That's it. And apart from this particular thing, I will have some of the use effects over here. One of them is gonna be use effect, that will be running on which condition? That will be running whenever the value of mic changes, mic on, just like this. And inside this I will have toggle mic, and I will be giving it the value of the mic on. So this is how it's gonna be going on. So what will happen whenever the value of this changes, this particular use effect will run. So ultimately, first of all, when the renders happen, at that time this particular value will, I don't know whether this works, if this is gonna work or not, but let me give it a try. Coming back to this toggle camera, hopefully this is gonna be working. If it doesn't work, then we'll be going with some other options too, not really big problem. So whenever the value of the camera on, so whenever the value of the camera changes, this particular use effect will be running. Whenever the value of use effect changes, toggle mic will be running. Let's see. Coming back to this, let me write again. Coming back to this thing, checking this thing out. This is already on, or it is not, but still I should be getting it in the result, right? Let me allow. As soon as I allowed, it is not asking for the permissions and all. Okay, let's set permission. Let's reload the page here as well, and as soon as I reloaded that, I will have to allow. Once it is allowed, I'm being asked to just simply add the camera, and once I added the camera, then what? Once I added the camera, then nothing else. So this is how it's going on, and right now the camera is not on. If I click on this, the value of the camera, that simply means instance number 2, this actually becomes true. So as this becomes true, then it becomes false, so I will have instance 2, it becomes false here as well. So what am I missing? Whenever the value changes, at that time I'm enabling it. Okay, it may not be work, it may not work here, so let me go here in this particular section. Let me close all these tabs that are open. Coming back to this, I will have to restart it, and then localhost 3000 / meeting / 12346, copy it, paste it here. I will have to allow from here, so let me even do that. Allowed, and this time is to select the camera, so let me select this camera, and once this is selected, if I click on this, I'm not getting the camera over here, not even getting the mic. Hello. Yeah, not really getting that. What am I missing? What should be the right flow here? First of all, it should be like this. I'm enabling this and then I'm changing the value. So ultimately, what should be the right flow here? The right flow should be that whenever I'm clicking on the button, at that time I'm actually toggling it, and after that I'm just setting the mic on, so that whenever the mic set is on, it re-renders and it will re-render the right value. Okay. Coming back to this particular section, whenever I click on the mic, at that time, first of all, I will toggle mic, and what will be the value? The value of the opposite of mic on. So I'm gonna be toggling it on the basis of that value, and then I will be setting the mic on, and the same thing is gonna be happening here. Toggle camera, not camera. So whatever the value of the camera I have, just opposite value will be set here, camera on. Let's see what happens here in this particular case. I'll have to restart everything. Turbo dev. Come back to this particular section. I'll have to allow if I'm not wrong. Done. If I click on the camera, same here, nothing seems to be happening right now. Camera is being used. How about the mic? If I click on this, hello, nothing is happening. So ultimately, yeah, there is something missing. I said, but before that, let me turn on the camera, the iRuin one. I'm enabling it, I'm disabling it. So what is the issue? iRuin webcam. It should be connected, so this is connected right now, and I'm gonna be keeping it here, just like this. So once the camera I have, let me reset, reload it. Once reloaded, I'll have to allow. Once allowed, I'll have to set the permission camera. Once the camera is set, if I click on the camera, it should be visible here, but it is not visible here. Oof. What is happening here? This toggle camera does what? This toggle camera gets the local stream and gets the video tracks, loops through them, and just simply sets the value. So whatever the camera on value I'm getting, that will be set over here. Okay. So even if I'm keeping it like this should be quite straightforward. So first of all, I'm setting the mic, then I'm toggling the mic. Setting the mic in the sense this will make it to true, and then I'm just simply setting that, and same thing is gonna be happening here as well. And the question is CLG alert camera toggle. Let me check this thing out as well. Coming back to this one, first of all let's keep it aside, this particular section, run it again, come back to this one, reload it, do the same thing here, come back here, allow from here, that person has been allowed, come on, and once the person has been allowed, after that what, after that click on the camera, what else, so camera toggle, yeah, it does happen, and over here if I do that camera toggle, it does happen. So great, camera toggling, this so far is this much is happening the right way, and after that once the camera is toggled, so alert, what is the value of camera on here, just after that, hopefully it should be true depending on the situation. Of course I'll have to run it again, and as for this Android Studio, let me just simply close this from here, but okay, I will fix it, not a problem. Coming back to this, probably this, allow from here, once allowed, both of them are here, let me click on this, oh, false, yeah, by default the value of my icon will not change, the my icon will still be false here, even if I set it, the my icon will still be false, that's right. That simply means if I am toggling the camera directly over here, that's not the right way, so I will have to create use effects, use effect, I'll have to go with this, and this is gonna be this is going to be dependent on my icon, and the same copy paste, this will be dependent on camera on, so whenever the value of camera on changes, and CLG if mic on, alert, mic is on, and cut it from here and simply paste it here, just like this. Similarly over here, cut it from here, and if camera on, CLG, not CLG, let's simply have an alert, camera is on, let's simply paste it here, and let's see how it works. Reload the page, allow from here, camera is on, mic is on, great, those values are on, amazing. Now the question is, if those values are actually on, then I have my local reference, I don't have my local reference over here, do I really have to do it here? Because these are just the buttons, right? I don't have the local reference over here, that's right. So let me cut it from here, let me go to video grid, over here I'm gonna be having them here, whenever the value changes I'm gonna be doing but the mic on is not here, I can get the value of the mic on easily, so whenever the value of mic on changes I have to just simply get it. So let me go to the media, mic on, right, these two things, cut them from here, coming back to this particular section, simply paste them over here. So I have the value of okay, I need to have the use media, I already have them now. So as for toggle mic, I'm gonna be importing it here as well, toggle camera, I will be importing it. So this is it. So first of all, what is happening, initially this use effect runs, it sets the local stream, then whenever the value of the mic changes, toggle mic, what it does, it simply enables the stream, enables the track, and all of this is happening inside what, inside the main container, like a media container, video grid. Let me try it one more time. Of course I'll have to stop everything, but before even that, this is the place where I got everything from. So in that case my icon is not there, so let me get the mic on back here. Now everything seems to be right. Turbo dev, coming back to this one, reload it, allow it, allowed, come back here, same thing happened. Turn on the camera, camera is on. Turn on the mic, camera is on both the sides. And the same way I can just simply turn on the mic, and it is being disabled and all. But the thing is that even if I'm doing that, it is not being added to the reference, I mean use ref, video ref. In that case, what am I missing? Video grid I have over here. So the local stream that I'm actually getting here, got it. It needs to be running whenever the mic on changes, whenever the camera on changes. Let's see whether this works or not. Coming back to this one, fine, reload it, and once reloaded, allow it from here. Once allowed, turn on the camera, and here I am. Oof, come on. The thing is that local stream, the new local stream where the value actually got changed, they were not getting added. I mean, yeah, this particular use effect. This particular use effect wasn't running whenever the value of the camera on changes and video mic on changes, and because of that thing I've been facing the issues. As for these things, I can still keep them inside the same. So where am I supposed to be keeping them? I'm gonna be keeping them inside media controller. So somewhere here, it doesn't really matter. Actually, what? I actually got scared, and I'll fix that. Thing is that two mics were on, and it was the mic. That is why the mic started echoing. But before that, I have this handle related stuff. I don't even need to have this over here. Toggle mic. I can toggle the mic easily over here. So set it. Toggle the mic. That is not really a big problem. But as soon as you set it, that will be triggered. So that's gonna be problematic. So let me toggle the mic first of all. So just opposite of mic. So whatever the mic on is right now, just opposite of that will be it will just simply toggle it. So ultimately, if that is false, so it will automatically become true, and I'm making it true over here as well. Same over here. So instead of having it like this here, I'm gonna be cutting it. I'm gonna be pasting it here. When I'm pasting it, I know because the main set I'm setting the camera over here, so ultimately I'm toggling the value over here. So in that case, I'm gonna be making it just the opposite, and that is it. There can be an easier way to write the same thing. I will be going with that too, but overall this is how it's gonna be working on. What can be the easier way? The easier way can be const new state is gonna be equals to just opposite of mic on like this, and this new state I'm gonna be just simply adding this over here. So ultimately this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. And this set mic on, it automatically toggles it, so no need to worry about it. About this new state is gonna be opposite of the current state, as simple as that. And I'm gonna be just simply adding it here as well. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead with the things. Great job. Let's see whether it actually works or not. So I'll have to start everything. /meeting/1234, or let it be 123. This is gonna be the new meeting. Let me just simply paste it here. Coming back to this thing, I will have to allow from here. So let me allow. Both of them have joined the meeting. Let me allow over here. If I turn on the camera, hi, of course I'm not visible. I'm not the one in the camera, but yeah, it is working. What else could be better than this? So ultimately, I can keep my mobile like this, and then I can be visible from there. I hope I can be visible. I'm gonna be looking crazy in that way. Let me keep my mobile somewhat there's no way to make myself visible here. I need to have proper stand for that. But yeah, right now I'm visible. Hi. Such a bad thing, but okay, never mind. So hopefully my mobile is not gonna fall. Yeah, hopefully my mobile is not gonna fall and I'm gonna be visible in that way. So this much we've done. And what is the next thing that I need to do? First of all, anyhow, I have to make sure that my mobile is safe. Otherwise, that's gonna be problematic. How was the network issue? Network issue is the problem. So let me keep it there only. That doesn't really matter. Because if I keep my mobile in front of me, then I'm gonna start facing the network issues and all. But okay, never mind. But okay, this is fine. What is the next thing? This extra color that I have over here, the same thing would be happening over here too. Let me click on the camera. That is visible. So ultimately, yeah, we are able to render the camera here. I mean, we are able to attach the local stream with the video element. Okay, that video element is actually getting the local stream. Okay, what is the next thing? Next thing, camera on. This much we've already done. And apart from this particular thing, coming back to this particular section, whenever the value changes, this simply runs again, this particular use effect. So kind of does the job what we wanted to do. What is the next thing? The next thing is the color that I have given it. So this padding stuff. So ultimately this is how it looks like. And let me get rid of this as well. And class name height full, width full. So this is how it's gonna be looking like, and that is enough. I mean, better. And what is the next thing that I can do? The next thing, let's keep width full only. Forget about the height full. That does look good. What is the next thing? Then same thing needs to be given here as well. So class name. Let me remove the height and all. Let me not this one, sorry. Rather this one. Let me paste it here. And overall, this is how the things are gonna be going on. What is the next thing? The next thing is that I'm able to turn the video on. Okay, I'm not able to turn it off. I'm not able to turn the video off. Why? Because whenever I click on the mic, at the time this runs, it gets the local stream. So I'm never disabling them. That should actually be getting disabled. That simply means if I go to media manager, mic on, so whatever value I'm gonna be getting here, that will be here. Just a sec. State extra value. So if state is true, you're making it false. Let me check the state. Redux. This is gonna be, I don't have the state over here. So ultimately I will have to just reinstall it. That is something that will fix it. But okay, for now this is fine. And coming back to this, what can I do now? Why am I not able to turn it off? That is the problem, right? So that simply means mic on is always true. That is why I'm not able to turn it on. Enable mic on, that's gonna be true. So if I want to turn it off, I have to turn it off based on the state. That simply means whenever I'm changing the state, I need to change the logic as well. Okay, not a problem. So what is the problem here? Media, options, controllers. Over here, I got this new state and I'm gonna be passing this new state over here as well. So new state, whatever state is being passed to the toggle mic, the same state will be passed over here. So this is how I'm gonna be changing the things, and that is okay, not really big problem. Let me see whether it works or not. I'm gonna be going to this this media, and instead of getting the state and changing the things, I will be getting the new state over here. That's gonna be nothing but a boolean. And once I've got that, then it's let me change this part only for now. New state. Later I will take care of other things. Alrighty then, hopefully this is gonna be working fine. Again, this state is not being used, so it's no use having it here, but first of all I wanna see whether it works or not. So what is the issue? The issue is the type. Coming back to this one, meeting media, and I can go to this. Boolean, done. Come back to this one. What is the issue right now? Screen share. I need to set a new state, right? Let me make it false for now. This should be fine. And overall things are done. Okay, what is the next thing that I can do? The next thing is just simply testing it. Control W. Am I gonna be able to turn it off? I'll have to enable allow. I can turn the camera on. Am I able to turn it off? I'm not able to turn the camera off. Similarly, I'm able to turn it off, but I'm not able to turn it off. Oh, why am I not able to turn the camera off? Maybe I'm able to. This icon is never ever changing. That's okay. Ultimately, new state is not working as expected, and that is right. The question is why. Alrighty, coming back to this particular section, I'm getting my mic on and I'm getting the camera on. And the value. Okay. So whenever the value actually changes, whenever I click on the mic, at that time mic changes, so the page re-renders. So a new state is gonna be just opposite of the current mic. So toggle mic will be getting this. That simply means if it is false, so track dot enable will be false, and the same thing will be happening over here. So this is definitely gonna work, and I'm just simply breaking it from here. So right now I need to check the state, whether how it works and all. That simply means for checking the state, control WW, come back to this particular section, Chrome. Alrighty. Localhost 3000 / meeting / 1234 F12 Redux. Okay, fine. What is the next thing? Control C, Control V, enable it here. The user has actually been, oh, the user has been denied or what? Hope so. Yeah. Allow. By mistake I denied the user, so let me allow it. The user has actually been allowed. Now I'm getting instance, so everything is false right now. That is sort of good. Same thing I can check over here as well. Redux. And yeah. Oh, I'm not getting the states here. Never mind. Why am I not getting the states here? The states for the user who actually joined. So by default, the states are not available. Whenever I change them, at that time they get available, probably. So what am I supposed to be doing? Click on this. You clicked on this. The camera got on over here, but the camera is still false. That simply means the state is not changing. Or yeah, maybe it is changing. So once you click on this again, this always becomes true. This never becomes false. Why? Click on this. whenever I click on the camera, the next time, even it is true, so what is happening, even if I'm clicking on the camera, the value of the state is still true. And why is that so? Let me check that. As soon as I clicked on the camera, this handle click got triggered, and that is the camera. My con, yaar. Okay, that should be fine now. Right now on Chrome, right? Okay. So if I click on this, right now it is getting turned off, turned on, turned off, turned on, mic, turned on, turned off, turned on, turned off. So yeah, this is working fine. So ultimately, we've reached this level. What is the next thing that we can do? When I turned it off, this type related stuff I didn't get. Why am I getting so many instances here? Auto select instances. Okay, auto select, right? So if I just simply click on this, that is not really getting selected. Why do I have these many instances over here? And why is it so that whenever I click on this, it always remains true? And this value always becomes false. There are so many things that I might yet to know more about. Okay, ultimately, I'm not sure how this state is working here. Like one of the states that's completely fine, another one is just behaving crazily. But having said that, we are able to accomplish this much. That means the states are working quite fine. Okay, so once this much is done, what is the next thing that we can do? The same thing I should be able to do it here. Okay, so yeah, we are able to do. So ultimately, we are able to turn the camera on. Yeah, amazing job. Alright, what is the next thing? We are able to turn the camera on, we are able to turn the mic on, so ultimately these things are working. Hopefully this camera is also working fine. Yeah. The next thing is that you are able to do this thing, and now you have to get the video from the other peers, right? There's a lot, especially in this one. I'm gonna be actually adding a lot of functionalities, but all those things are gonna be having, I mean getting done one by one. So it's time to get the streams from the remote side. But before even that, again sharing screen is there, I will be doing that. But before that, even recording screen, there are a lot of things. Let's get them done one by one. First of all, what is the next thing? That when a person turns on the camera, I have to get his stream on my side. Before even that, and after getting them, I have to not here, I have to render the stream. This is the local video element. These are the remote video elements. So first of all, I have to get the reference of these, and once I get the reference of these, I will be attaching that remote stream to these videos one by one. Okay, that's great. So what will I do? I will do that on click. Whenever I click on this, I'm gonna be getting the element. Is that so? Not really. Ref, I will get the element. Once I get the element, what will I be doing? The reference variable merely returns the element, and when I get the element, then what will I, one more thing, I will have to create another ref. So I have something called local video ref, and then I will create one more, and that's gonna be remote videos refs. Just like this, because there are gonna be a remote video refs, chalega, a remote video refs. There are gonna be many refs for the remote video. Again, this is gonna be use ref. The type is gonna be kind of a record. That record will have an ID, will kind of a string, and a value will be ref object of HTML. Hopefully this is video element, and then after that, let me set the value to null as well. So yeah, overall this is what it's gonna having. What I mean here, that the type of this use ref is gonna be this record type. Over here it will have some string that is a key, and it will have the value. The value will be this. By the way, this is actually gonna be an object, and as this is the object, and the ref object that I have, that can be actually a video element, or it can be actually null as well. Let's see, if I face the errors, I will be changing it. So overall this is how I'm gonna be having. So ultimately this will have an object. The type of this object is gonna be key and value pairs. The key will be string and the value will be, you already know, the ref object. Ref object of what? HTML video element. Okay, we have done this much. Coming back to this one, I got the element. Once I got the element, what is the next thing that I have to do? Once I got the element, remote video reps dot current. I got the current one. Okay, what is the next thing? The next thing is that this will get the ID. So participant dot ID. This will become the key, and this element will become the value. Any problem? Of course. Alright, everybody. I hope I'm audible right now. I will have to just simply leave because of the work that I got, and this was the error that I was getting. Let me fix that first of all. Null is not assignable to type ref this. So HTML video element or null is not assignable to ref object this HTML element, right? So HTML video element that we are getting from here. So how about keeping it like this? Like this, I mean. HTML video is not assignable to HTML video. Null is not assignable to this. Okay, null is not assignable. Let me make it have both the types. Overall, I have resolved this, but I don't know whether it will work. Let me give it to the chat GPT. I don't know whether I have written it the right way or not. There is something missing, what I feel like. Even I got the work, so I will have to go for that too. But let's see. Your code is valid. Really it is valid? An object where keys are strings and values are HTML video elements. Wow. Yeah, did it, yeah, amazing. Remote video reps current peer ID, and then I will be getting the element, and then in the element I will be able to add even that was just a guess. But yeah, ultimately you need to store the element over here. Earlier I was giving it the wrong type. I was making it a reference as well. What I have to do, I have the overall reference, and that reference will have lots of IDs and their elements, and that's it. The job is gonna be done. So once this much is done, I have the elements right now. Gather the remote streams. Once I have gathered them, after that I have to just simply attach them over here. So it's like I will have to create one more use effect over here, and that use effect will be dependent on what? It will be dependent on two things. First of all, other participants. Again, I don't have them here. That's another. I do have them, I think. And it will be dependent on what? Stream version. Remote stream version. What is this remote stream version? This is just a variable that I will create that will keep increasing as I get newer streams. Okay. So I'm gonna be working on this. Unfortunately, I just got a call, so I will have to leave. I'll be back soon, like after 10 minutes or something. The work is gonna be done. But until then, sorry, I'm gonna be back soon. Take care.